Hey guys, pre-drill everything on this channel is for educational purposes only and is not intended as financial advice. So I've never done a standalone Ethereum video before, but now's the time. Yes, I'm in a position. No, I wouldn't do a video if I wasn't in a position because there would be nothing to say, at least on standalone Ethereum. The other thing is BNC, Brave New Coin, has released its Ethereum Liquid Index, similar to the Bitcoin Liquid Index. It is in beta, it's not available to the public. They didn't ask me to promote this, I just saw it and thought it was cool, and so I'm talking about it. Okay, so I'm seeing what I'm seeing similarly to Bitcoin for Ethereum. I like it better on Ethereum than I do on Bitcoin, and we'll talk about that. This is a mess, I know, I'll talk about all these things. Biggest thing to notice here, there's another flag triangle thing. There's a Kumo breakout cleanly, not necessarily volume to follow up, or it's not quote-unquote on volume, but it's the earliest of the early type of entry you want to get in. The target's 330 to 370 based on the measured move and the fibs, and RSI looks good for up. Okay, and yeah, I know there are ICOs every day with downward pressure because they accumulate Ethereum and they sell it, so they lock in their gains. Or they sell some of it, they sell all of it, whatever. You know, they're getting hacked all the time. The attack surface on Ethereum is huge, especially for ICOs. We just had the ETH wallet hack. There was another ICO, Veritasium, that was hacked. They're just hemorrhaging millions of dollars every time. That's going to continue to happen. There's going to be continually bad news for Ethereum. That's not going to get any better. Okay, and again, just like the Bitcoin drama, politics, you have to either pay a lot of attention to that and have it influence your trading, or in my case, I pay as little attention to that as possible and just look at the chart. There's a lot more information on the chart in one place than I can get anywhere else, in my opinion, as quick as I can. Okay, so first things first, let's look at the high time frame. This is singled cloud, and for alts, which typically move quicker than Bitcoin, singled cloud on daily has been backtested and is superior to double cloud. I don't have the data on that, just trust me. If you don't believe me, you can backtest it. The entries on singled cloud are superior. So what am I showing here? I'm showing the past move from single digits to triple digits, which is gross, but we're currently at a position where we'll either be continuation up or down. Okay, that says nothing, I know. We're below the cloud, we're at the Kijun. This is a perfect move for continuation down. If you want to short this, if you want to sell, again, there's another sell signal here. On the high time frame, the daily, at the Kijun, this is considered a Kijun bounce on a high time frame in the bearish direction. What I'm showing here is the possibility of going through the Kumo twist. It's a few days out, maybe a month. Let's see, July, middle of August, something like that. What you're trying to catch is a clean trend entry, okay? I don't see anything great on the daily as far as actionability is concerned. But when I look on the 4 hour, and this is going to lose some people, this is a nuanced thing, but on anything but the daily, I like doubled cloud. So 4 hour candles, 8 hour cloud. What I'm seeing here is signals flipping on cloud, which tell me I should start accumulating for a long. So first you have the triangle, okay, which in what I would argue is an ascending triangle, more so than equilibrium, even though, you know, people are going to get mad because I cut off wicks, whatever. In my book, it's an ascending. You're getting the Kumo twist, you're getting the TK cross. Now you can see there's a bit of a TK disequilibrium here. There's some reasonable chance that it'll drop back down. 195 on the index here. But overall, it's screaming bullish to me. Again, that's why I'm in a position. Just like I mentioned in the Bitcoin video, people disregard the Chiku span in most cases. However, in this case, when things are consolidating, I think it's one of the most important indicators of the cloud. When Chiku span is above cloud and above price, everything else, that should be your signal. My opinion at this point, your most important signal. Everything else is already good to go anyway. So really you're waiting on the Chiku span just to go in heavy. That may be too late on the 4 hour, we'll see. That's why I'm starting to get in now with a stop kind of below this wick in this range here, depending on if you're trading margin or spot. But again, the target is $100 higher. And I've kind of had this mental debate with myself. Am I trading Bitcoin USD, Ethereum USD, or the pair? Can both go up at the same time? Are they coupled? I've kind of settled on now, if there's a signal on anything worth taking, do it, and don't worry about the amount of money you're making. If the signal's good enough, if you're going to hit a home run, regardless, just take it. And this, to me, is, it's probably going to break down just because I'm so bullish on this right now. But overall, the picture is bullish. Okay, again, this isn't trading advice, for the love of God. I'm just telling you how it is from my perspective. And here's single cloud on the 4 hours, just as an example of, to me, it's a garbly mess, it's noise. The signals are all over the place. Right now, everything looks okay. Again, Chiku span is not above cloud, above price. There's a 195 zone for support, which is just 50% here to here, just like the Bitcoin flag, same thing. So I just prefer doubled on 4 hour. The other thing, the 4 hour 200 EMA, you can see we were above the 200, broke below, and now we're flirting with another break above the 200, just adding to the confluence here of my bullishness. Okay, and then if we turn on the 50, you can see you get this interesting thing where we're squeezing in between. And when we see that, that excites me because typically that means the cross will happen exactly when it should for an actionable entry signal. Typically crosses are late, or they're early, or they're wrong. But if we get a bullish cross here, that's, again, adding to the confluence of the long entry signals, that this is going to skyrocket. So putting everything together, descending volume, we have the triangle with the flag, cloud, everything looks good. I really don't see a reason, other than the ICO stuff and continuing hacking, just downward pressure in general. A volume spike here, as well as all the other things I just mentioned, should be part of the trading plan for confirmation. That's all I have today on Ethereum, Super Bowl. Like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe, hit me up on Twitter, Telegram, and happy trading.